For the last 6 years, I've been trying to get onto self-improvement. 6 years. And when I look back, my life hasn't changed that much. I've made progress, right? Like I'm definitely in better shape. I look better. My confidence is better. My social skills are better. And overall, if I was to put a side-by-side picture of what I looked like 6 years ago and what I look like now, you would say, yes, that's quite decent. It's decent progress, but it's nowhere near the amount I could have done in the last 6 years. And 6 years was a long time. I was very inconsistent, very on and off. And I only started really getting somewhat consistent in the last 2 years. And even that, when I look back and say the last 2 years, this is this is what I've achieved. I'm like, I haven't done much, right? I haven't done as much as I wanted to, right? And I've recently learned just how important systems are, right? I was watching a Patrick Bet-David video and he was talking to entrepreneurs about how success is built on systems, right? Systems, you just follow them. You create them once and then you follow them and you tweak them, you make them better, but ultimately they made in a way that they're going to give you success and you follow them over and over and over again. And I've kind of figured this out in the last year or so where I was like, if I follow my routine to a T, my routine is good, right? I've been cultivating this over the last 6 years, trying to see what I can fit in, tweaking it and that sort of thing. If I just followed it, it's got all the pillars that I need, right? It's got the exercise, it's got the sleep, it's got the breaks in between like the work, it's got deep work incorporated into it. It's got everything I need to become successful. If I follow that system for 2 years, right, I will get successful. And I had to look back and I was like, what's the difference between me and people that are actually really successful? And they have an ability, the difference between an average person and people that are successful is that they have an ability to focus intently on something over a long period of time, right? They have this intense focus. They're able to just get up and do it over and over and over and over again, right? And I was like, okay, cool. Right, so what's stopping me from doing that? I have the system. It's got all the pillars that I need for success. Right, I have the vision. I know where I want to be. I have all my goals. I've set up my life the way I want it to be in like the next couple of years. I know where I want to go. I have the map. Right, I have the tools. Now how do I get myself to just walk, to follow the map and just walk? Right, and I was like, okay. I think it's a combination of me kind of figuring out by myself, but also I heard Iman talking about this very thing about how millionaires have an ability to sit down and focus on the task at hand. And I was like, right, it's my ability to stay focused, right? I need to get my mind right. That's the most important thing. I need to get my mind right. And recently I've been trying to get onto my routine. And I realized like, I'm not able to do that. I've been struggling to do that because I've had like admin issues that have been annoying me. You know, things like going to the bank and sorting out things. I've had little things that have just been occupying my mind. Have just made it difficult for me to stay focused. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me get those out of the way as soon as possible. And yesterday, which was a Friday for me, I did do my best to I went to the bank and then I sorted out certain things and I've done my best to get them out of the way. And obviously there's always going to be admin issues coming, but I've got like the bulk of them out the way. Now I just focus on my system. It's about keeping my mind right, getting my mind right and keeping it straight, staying focused, blocking out all the noise, you know, all the things that are going to distract me, you know, feeling lonely again, thinking about having a girlfriend and that sort of thing, you know, just unproductive things. Just get them out and even people in like life that they do certain things, you know, in your social situations where they're like people that piss you off and they just do certain, I'm like, dude, I just need to block that out. Like I know what I want. I know like the type of social circle I want to have in the future and that sort of thing. And I know what I need to do to get to that point. So let me just do it. Just block out the noise. Everything else doesn't matter right now. I'm basically in a chamber, right? I wrote out like a diary entry and I posted it on my Instagram a couple of days ago. And it was basically like, okay, just the next 2 years, or imagine you're on an island with your boys, like your future boys that you're gonna meet, like because I have this thing, I do want to have like a group where we're just like on self-improvement, we're working hard and we've got the same vision and we just do everything in life together. I want something like that. I was like, hey, imagine you've met those guys and you're on an island and you guys are sort of like in your own, you're on secluded parts of the island, right? You're kind of isolated, but you're together on an island, but you're isolated. You're not really talking to them that much. And you're at a house and you've just got everything you need in terms of doing your work, completing my degree, my postgraduate degree that I'm doing right now, and other things. Just imagine you're on that island and you're by yourself in your house and you just follow a militant routine. There's no TikTok, there's none of that crap. It's just you and you're just hitting your goals. For 2 years, you're on that island. Okay, you're there to work and you're going to do it. And I was like, okay, that's the sort of mindset I need to put myself in. Keep my mind focused, nothing to piss me off. Like I'm just completely ignore everything else that's pissing me off right now and just focus on hitting the systems. And again, I figured out that the system's the most important thing. So if you haven't built a system, A system is just my way of saying a routine. Build a proper routine. Right now, it doesn't need to be anything elaborate, just basic. Get your sleep, get your exercise, leave space for studying or work. Basically, that's it. And then just cut out all the content, all the crap, all the noise, right? Just get your mind focused. And then from the systems, I've already got that. Now I just need to get my mind focused. And I'm just going to block out all the noise and follow my system. And that's kind of the epiphany I had. And it is the most important thing when it comes to, especially in this day and age we live in where there's just lots of things fighting for our attention. You just need to block all that crap out and just focus on your goals, because it's not that hard to get information on how to hit your goals, what you need to do, and that sort of thing. What's difficult is getting yourself to do it relentlessly, consistently for 2 years. I use 2 years as like a margin. In 2 years, you can get a lot done in 2 years. You can change your life in 2 years for sure. It can vary. It can even be shorter than that if you wanted to. But yeah, I'm just using that as sort of like a benchmark. So just get your mind right and focus on your systems. You'll be successful. It's basically what I've learned. Basically, make sure you guys hit the flip. I cannot get this flipping outro right. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below to join the Self Improvement Brotherhood. And until next time, I'll see you boys.